Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Steven, or Cyclones, and welcome back to another video. And now today, as you see, I had the draft up, but that's not what we're focusing on right now. I am going to spend my time talking about the current NBA free agency, as you can see by the title of the video, because this has got to be one of the craziest NBA free agencies so far. Now let's, address the elephant in the room, I guess. Uh, Probably the main reason why this free agency was so off the charts is because this man right here, Kevin Durant, this morning announced that he will be going to Golden State for the next 2 years. And since I'm just messing around doing some random drafts, why not take him? Uh, that's groundbreaking. So you take arguably the best team in the NBA. Cavs and Warriors are debatable. Uh, and you basically take the best team in the league, and you get a major upgrade in one of the slots. I mean, Golden State already had their big three. They had Curry, Clay, and Draymond, and now they add Kevin Durant into the mix. Now, some people were surprised by this. I can tell you, I saw this trade come from a mile away, or not trade, but I saw this come from a mile away. Now, there were four teams that I thought Durant would go to. I thought he would stay in Oklahoma City, because, like, especially after the draft with them getting rid of Serge Ibaka, but then picking up Sabonis and the power forward from Orlando. What's his name? Uranus, I think. Ilyasova. I probably butchered that. And Victor Oladipo. I thought that trade right there would have made him stay because now they could definitely afford him. Plus, they get an upgrade at their shooting guard, and good big men depth. But I so that's why I thought he was going to be staying. Oh, I should have picked Curry. That would have been, fitting. And I'm gonna do some packs so I don't, lose focus. Uh, so after those trades during the draft, I definitely thought that oops, let's go back. I definitely thought that ooh, hi there. After that trade going down, I definitely thought that that would have caught in KD's interest. So that's one of the teams. Staying with Oklahoma City. Now, the second one, of course, was Golden State. Why? Because now they have enough, like with the new salary caps or whatever, they easily have enough to afford them. And why not make the greatest team in the NBA even more greater? But is that a thing? I don't know. And I'll go back to that quickly in a bit. The next team I thought maybe Durant might go to. I thought it would have been cool to see him play with the Clippers. Put him make a new big four. You got CP3, Durant, Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan. And I felt that that'd be nice for the Clippers because I feel like they're long overdue for like a title run, especially because they have such a good team. But like the Western Conference is just too much for them. And I would have liked to see them do good. And then last team, of course, as a Timberwolves fan, you have the little piece in you to like, yeah, maybe he can come to Minnesota. But of course, Minnesota wasn't gonna happen. Clippers probably wasn't gonna happen. And so when they announced that Durant was either going to Golden State or staying in Oklahoma City, something was in me was telling me that he was gonna go to Golden State. Let me get some water. The reason why I felt like I knew this is because Golden State had said that if they don't get Kevin Durant, they will re-sign Harrison Barnes. And of course, Harrison Barnes signed a 4-year deal with the Mavs, and you kind of notice that like after he signed that deal, Warriors didn't really care. Like they didn't really make any push for him to like maybe try to stay in Golden State. They kind of just let him go, and with no Harrison Barnes plus the additional like salary cap, easily gonna get Durant. But if they take back Barnes and they, no Kevin Durant. So I do kind of feel bad for Thunder fans, but I would honestly say, just kind of like chill because, like, of course, what does this whole scenario remind you of? I'll give you a hint. Think back like 4 or 5 years ago with one of the greatest players ever, LeBron. He went to Miami. He left his team that he's been with forever, and he went to like the championship caliber team where he went to dominate with, which is exactly what Kevin Durant did. He left the team he's been with forever to go to the championship caliber team to, try to take over the league. But if you remember, how did that work out for Cleveland Cavaliers? LeBron comes back, wins him a title. And I feel like that could honestly happen with the Thunder also. Like Durant signed for 2 years, so definitely for the next 2 years, I'm going with Warriors back-to-back champions. Like I feel like Durant can like learn their team chemistry in 2 years. I definitely feel like they're going to be back-to-back champs. Um, yeah. So I would honestly, as a Thunder fan, I wouldn't sweat it because it's literally the exact footsteps of LeBron in Cleveland. So going past the whole Kevin Durant situation, other big things, I'm pretty sure Paul Gasol today signed with the San Antonio Spurs. That's going to be interesting, especially if Tim Duncan is going to retire. And they also announced that Manu Ginobili is going to be coming back for another season, which, I mean, pretty much, I feel like he's going to be going to stay in San Antonio. So you have Tony Parker, Manu. Don't know if he's really going to play a lot. Of course you got Danny Green. You got the defensive stud Kawhi Leonard. You got LaMarcus Aldridge, and now you're adding a all-star center in Pau Gasol. So definitely, if there's any contenders in the Western Conference with Golden State, definitely the Spurs. So they're making moves. Um, as we all remember, the Bulls traded Derrick Rose to the Knicks. So that left the Bulls without a point guard, but don't worry, Chicago fans, because they have signed Rajon Rondo, which I'm pretty sure he was there, unless I was just, tripping. Uh, Speaking of another player, Dwight Howard has left Houston, and he is going to Atlanta. I have a Atlanta friend who is an Atlanta fan, so probably happy about that. Uh, oh, another team that I also thought Durant might have thought about going to was the Celtics. They're really up and coming. Isaiah Thomas is a stud of a point guard. And of course, they got a massive upgrade with signing Al Horford. So I felt like that, signing of Al Horford might, interest them. Ooh, hi there, Diamond T-Mac. I thought the Al Horford edition might interest them. So it wasn't David Ortiz that said something about like, sorry I couldn't be there, but hopefully Tom Brady said something about like how Boston is the city of champions or something like that. What other big moves have happened in the NBA? I'm kind of hoping some of these players will like refresh me. You know, just a whole lot of players moving. Like I didn't expect this many. Like of course, like DeMar DeRozan re-signed with Toronto. I think who's it from Miami that re-signed? Was it Hassan that stayed in Miami? Um, yeah. Of course, King James, as you see on the cover. I'm pretty sure he declined his player option. But there's no way LeBron's gonna leave Cleveland again, especially after this year of coming back and winning one for the home team. Speaking of which, that commercial, I don't know if you guys have seen this commercial yet, but the commercial that they posted about like the finals with the Clevelands, where it's like, of course it's like staged, but you know they got like those actors pretending like they're watching the NBA finals, and then like the game ends, and then they're all shocked and awe, and then you hear the commentator say something like, "Come on, Cleveland, you can celebrate," and then everyone starts like crying, and then like you see, uh, hi there, Durant, and hi, Simbuller. Hey, that is the guy that went to Oklahoma City, Ersan Ilyasova. Yeah, he is the one I'm talking about that went earlier. That went to the yeah. Besides that, who else? What other big moves? Damian Lillard should be an All-Star this year. I feel bad. Damian Lillard definitely deserved to be in the All-Star game. Uh, Anything else? There's Enes Kanter. Chances are he'll probably start getting a lot more playing time. Um, Steve Blake, for some reason, is still in the league. Why is Steve Blake still in the league? Isn't he like really old? Uh, that's what Anderson Varejao were in the Cleveland. That had to have been an awkward experience in the uh locker room after Game 7. I'm trying to see looking up any other big moves. The Mavs also did get a Andrew Bogut, so they got the Mavericks got Harrison Barnes and Andrew Bogut. If you don't know about the Andrew Bogut deal, I think they sent like second round pick or something like that, and they got Bogut. So Mavs are, at least they're making moves. Let's see. Matthew Dellavedova signed with Milwaukee. Brandon Jennings, went to the Knicks. Roy Hibbert went to the Hornets. Sorry, I'm just like looking stuff up at my phone. Kings got Matt Barnes. What else? What else has gone like that was big? Wizards got Trey Burke. Is there any? Rockets got Eric Gordon. That might help. I mean, pretty sure he's the same position as Harden, but it definitely will help. Any others? We talked about the Al Horford. Yeah, Magic. Oh, Magic got Bismack Biyombo, so Biyombo left Toronto. Felt really bad for Toronto in the Game 7, or not Game 7. In the semifinals when the mayor said something or the governor and the mayor or whatever said like you'll remember this when Toronto wins the MVP or whatever. I thought that was funny. I have no clue what I'm talking about. I'm sorry, you guys. It's late, and not the MVP when Toronto wins the NBA Finals, and of course they got just destroyed. What else? What else has gone on? The Lakers got Luol Deng from the Heat. The Jazz signed Joe Johnson, although he's getting up there in age. Any other? The Knicks got Joakim Noah, so the Bulls are going through a stage right now. I hope them the best. Just about that. Kevin Love, I wish he'd come back to Minnesota. Yeah, but just about that, like that's pretty much all the major stuff. Pacers got Al Jefferson, and the OJ Mayo got banned from the NBA for 2 years, so that's fun. But that's honestly pretty much all there is so far. I guess I'll talk to you guys some other time. Maybe more huge NBA drama will appear. Maybe LeBron James will sign with Minnesota. Who knows? until next time, guys, see ya.